Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today. Well, we have to read on William Barr, will he resign? And Rudy Giuliani, will he recover? And I hope he does. I hope he does. But I do have to say, is it wrong that when one of these guys comes down with COVID, I have a little bit of a sense of relief? Like, oh, keep him out of trouble for a little while. You know, that is my reaction. I hate to say it. But anyway, we'll read on him and how he's doing. It was just a matter of time, of course, before he tested positive, going around with no masks. So we again have a single super spreader event, super spreader person, just running around talking to all kinds of people in important positions without a mask. So let's see how that goes. Okay, but first of all, Barr. So Barr, of course, is on the outs because he said publicly that there was certainly not enough election fraud or voting fraud to sway the election in the opposite direction, so it should be certified. So Trump is mad. Oh, is he so mad? And lots of tweets. And he cannot figure this out. He thought he had Barr. He cannot figure out why the governors won't refuse to certify elections. He can't figure out why the federal judges won't rule in his favor. He can't figure out why he can't get the Supreme Court, 3 of whom he's personally appointed to do his bidding. He cannot figure it out. So there's towers underneath. Yeah, this is part of the tower time. Cannot figure it out. Anyway, let's see about Barr. Will he leave? I feel like I just almost hear him saying, they think they know what I'm going to do. I don't see the need to. Like today, he doesn't see the need to. Interesting. But it's a slow boat. He's like, I feel like he's saying, well, of course, eventually, I mean, this administration will end. He thinks he can kind of keep its distance. Yeah. The tower, though, there's the tower. See, Trump is giving him trouble. That's the only issue. Trump is giving him so much trouble, and he knows, well, he's got to know the history of this. When people turn on Trump, they're not really turning on Trump. They're just standing and doing what they're supposed to do, maybe for a change. But he just cranks up the heat, and the tweets get worse and worse and worse. So will he feel compelled then to resign in the future? Today, he's not thinking he will. In the future, will he feel compelled to? There's just a lot of dirt there. I just don't think he wants to do that. I don't think he wants to. I think he wants to go out the way so many officials have gone out in Trump's White House, which is, okay, Trump may fire them, but then they still say positive things about Trump because, I mean, they have to forever justify why they worked with him, right? So I think it may be that. But, yeah, he's kind of balancing. Because, after all, he still has done plenty of things Trump has liked. Okay. The sun. I don't know. Happy to be done? I don't know. What's the sun spirit? Oh. We have the Queen of Wands coming in. We've got Kamala coming in with Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. We've got Nancy Pelosi. We've got, yeah. I think he just wants to look dependable, actually. I think Barr wants to look dependable and not like he would quit in a huff. I think that's it. Yeah, I think so. Because in the end, right, he is pretty authoritarian in his worldview, and the president is his boss in his mind. So, okay. Will Trump fire him? Will Trump just, Trump is desperate to still try to steal this election. So would he fire Barr? Queen of Cups, 10 of Coins. He's embattled. He's battle weary. Yeah, he's trying to think, how can I pull this off? Can I do this, this, and this, and this? Can I still do this thing? He doesn't like the message he's given. No, the Republican senators are saying don't do that. Now, he doesn't always listen to them. But in this case, I feel like Barr's done more for him than any other attorney general he's had. So, and Barr would continue to say, sure, I'll do. Barr may do something for him then that all of the rest of, that he knows most people would frown upon. He may do something again for him just to make nice. So, okay, I don't see it in the cards right now. Of course, we have a very mercurial president, so we'll see. But let's see about Rudy Giuliani now. How is he? Apparently but this is what Trump says, spoke to Trump on the phone this morning. So he's in the hospital. He had to go in the hospital pretty quickly, right? Because he's been doing public appearances and then all of a sudden he's in the hospital. So how is he? Well, he is writing this out. So we have the King of Cups. We have the 10 of coins, of course. He's getting the best treatment money can buy, of course. He's getting treatment that money can't buy, with these antibody kind of cocktails they're getting. Some people are getting. Anyway, we have the King of Wands, and there's Joe Biden. I just feel like people are going to be paying more and more attention, of course, to the Biden administration that's forming before our eyes, because Biden is sharing his picks for the different cabinet members and heads of departments, and it's really wonderful to see. He's thinking about this, and it's wonderful to see this new administration forming before our eyes. We might not like every pick as much as we'd like another, but it just feels hopeful. So I think we're just seeing a reflection of the headlines. People are going to get happier and happier about Biden's administration coming in, and we're going to hear more about, this feels like a return to some normalcy, and this makes sense, and people are going to be kind of rejoicing about that in Washington. So that's what we're going to be hearing on the news, is what I'm hearing. Giuliani in a week. Worried, up night, still not comfortable, still not sleeping comfortably. There's something, it's hard for him to breathe, I think. And then we have the 7 of Coins, still a little worried about his health. So he will be sick, yeah. But the 2 of Cups, he's still going to be on the phone with Republican lawmakers. Well, not so much lawmakers, but, whatever, operatives, I don't know, working with Trump's team. Okay, the Hermit, because he is isolated. He is sort of estranged from the core in Washington, the core Republicans in Washington, because he's acted so darn crazy. I want to pull on, did you see, the witness, Rudy Star Witness. Oh my gosh. This woman who could just, she wasn't making any dang sense at all, but she was managing to turn things back on. She was sort of a less sophisticated Kellyanne Conway in that way, right? And people were, she's the subject of SNL's Cold Open. Wonderful, wonderful. I highly recommend it. So what about this woman who apparently has a criminal, just got off probation because she was sending illicit videos of her and her ex to the new girlfriend or something ridiculous like this. Anyway, what's going on? Now, I don't know. I just read that. I didn't verify. But anyway, what's going on with this woman and what will be going on? Sun, she's enjoying this moment in the sun. But isolation. She's a very lone person. People do not like her. All right. And depression. Regrets. She's just all over the place. This is great. This is wonderful. I regret ever doing it. Da-da-da-da. Back, forth, back, forth. Yeah, she goes on her merry way. Okay. Her merry self-destructive way. So, anyway, we wish for her what universe would like for her. Okay. And what else have we got? Really, there's something that's not right, about her, I feel. I don't know she seemed pretty despicable, but Rudy's way more despicable for exploiting her. too, isn't he? You know? Okay. Now, what else did I want to read on? I kind of have wondered, is William Barr going to get COVID? Because he's not healthy. Let's see. Tower, Justice. I think he does get it. And then 6 of Coins. Help create some empathy for those who do not have power. I think he ends up getting it. Okay. Let's see, what else about that? 2 of Cups, because he's meeting with Republicans, senators, or people he would consider on his team. There it is again. So yeah, it's still really heavy in Washington. It's still really being circulating around, especially among the Republicans, because so many of them have taken it as a badge of honor to not care to wear masks, which makes no sense. But anyway, people do things that don't make sense all the time. Let's see about, well, they make sense to them in the moment. Let's see about who else. You know, we know so many have had COVID in those circles. Yeah, I did see Giuliani having quite a lot of trouble with it. I don't think he will pass from it. No, I mean, I don't think so, but he's going to have, it's not going to be an easy go around for him. What about his future and Barr's future? What about Giuliani's future? What does that look like? 6 of Cups, a lot of nostalgia, a lot of looking back at the past, a lot of waiting for his ship to come in. Oh yeah, he wants those checks. People are saying, well, he's being paid $20,000 a day out of Trump's election fraud fundraising kind of deal to do what he's doing. So he's wanting that check. And there's a little bit of good news. I mean, I think he knows he's not, you know, he's not going to die from this thing. But what else for his future? Learning, 8 of Coins, 10 of Wands. It feels pretty hard for a while. There's a delay. Tower. See, I wonder if he gets paid everything he's worth. That's what I wonder. Paid everything he's worth. Well, that would be 0. But paid everything that Trump has promised to pay him. I don't think he does. I think he's waiting for his ship to come in, but I think he's sort of estranged. I don't think he's got enough political clout. But here we go to fix that. We have the Queen of Swords, but reversed. So that's usually the press. Why is it reversed, Spirit? 3 of Coins. He's trying to get something, keep something from coming out. He's trying to influence the press. He will continue to use Fox News, that's for sure, to try to, and whoever will take him, to carve out a place for him. So that's why Queen of Swords is reversed. Yes, he's using the press, but not in a good way. But, you know, that does end up helping him out some in the future. Okay, because he continues to be welcome in circles that embrace conspiracy theory. So that's what we see for him. All right. Yeah, but as far as more legitimate news outlets, they're not going to want him. Okay, so what about Barr's future? New beginning. 10 of Coins. See, there's so many very wealthy people who like him just fine. But then we have debate and we have arguing. I have wondered if ethical investigations into him create any trouble. Well, we have the victory card. So I don't know. I don't know that they create too much trouble, but he's got to keep on defending himself. You know, he's a subject of debate. His whole tenure as Attorney General is a subject of intense debate. Yeah, and he's trapped by that forever. I mean, that's always what people will think of him. That's who cares what he did before, who cares what he's going to do after. They're always going to think of him as a yes man for Trump, and one who is not very familiar with the Constitution and doesn't care, you know? So this isn't, his reputation certainly does suffer. It certainly does. Yeah. But I don't think that he is disbarred. If there's threat of that, he'll simply retire. You know, it's, yeah, I don't think there's anything like that. But the emperor, the judgment is there. I mean, people, and the law, I feel like the law, he is the subject of law classes and what he all did wrong. Like there's a case study in where he went wrong. So, yeah, I don't think it's good for him. All right. No, but he's been miserable. He's been miserable. So the new beginning might be he doesn't have to work with Trump anymore. So that feels a little bit footloose and fancy-free. But the Justice card, there's still something that, and secrets, you know, we're going to learn more about, you know, how he ordered things, or he was instrumental in things that are very unconstitutional, you know, like people attacking armed, you know, federal agents, troops. We still don't know exactly who they are, but attacking those protesters that day so that Trump could go get his photo op in front of the church. So it's history will not be kind to William Barr. All right. Well, is there anything else, Spirit, that we should know? What about Trump? How's he doing? What's going on with him? Queen of Cups. We keep getting that Queen of Cups, and I do feel like he does talk to Putin. I mean, he still would have really liked to pull off something like Putin had, you know, where we have a democracy in name, but are these elections free and fair? No, not really. But he didn't. He's not going to pull it off. He didn't pull it off. He failed. 7 of Wands. I don't know. He stands his ground, whatever. 10 of Swords reversed. He's refusing to acknowledge defeat. Many deep mysteries. He's got so many secrets to hide. It's going to be something else. Yeah. He is going to have a rally instead of going to Biden's inauguration. Is that going to happen, Spirit? Hope? Well, he still wants to, he is going to continue to peddle hope that they're somehow going to he's going to get back in power. Judgment falls on him, though. So we do see the same thing. We see headlines where, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. You know, this is so beyond inappropriate. And then we're going to see the focus is going to be on Joe. Joe's going to have a way bigger crowd. There's going to be celebration like nothing else for Joe and Kamala. Yeah, it's just going to be a sad kind of ridiculous footnote, but he still has attendees, doesn't he now? It's his manipulation. He continues to peddle a false hope. 2 of Cups. Interesting. Will there be Republicans still saying he won? Those who owe a lot to Russia might. Though there may still be some Republican lawmakers saying, I don't know, he may have won. Oh my gosh, because they don't want to alienate that base. All right. Well, I just wanted to look in on all of those things and just see what the cards say. Well, I thank you all so much. It is a more hopeful day. We have a real administration coming in. All right. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.